Hi everyone, it's Holly here. Today I am going to be talking about self-love, and I'm going to be sharing with you my best practice for self-love. And before I go into that further, I'm just going to quickly explain a brief summary of what self-love actually is. Self-love has got nothing to do with being arrogant. It's got nothing to do with being self-centered or conceited. Self-love, in simple terms, is about you being able to look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am good enough, I am worthy, I am intelligent, and if I want to achieve something, I can. If other people can do it, then so can I. That is what self-love is. It's about appreciating who you are as a human being and all the skills and all the qualities, all the things that make you you and unique. It's about accepting and acknowledging and being aware of those things and not beating yourself up, not bullying yourself. All of the most successful, famous, most attractive people that you can think of in this world all have one thing in common, and that is an air and an energy about them that says, this is who I am, and I am not ashamed of it. And they don't care what other people think. You know, you think about people like Richard Branson or Oprah Winfrey, Marilyn Monroe, Brad Pitt, you know, anyone you can think of in whatever kind of context. Those people who are super successful in their chosen careers, in their chosen paths, they stand out because they are not afraid to allow that unique part of them to shine and to take the lead, regardless of what other people have to say. And when you allow that part of you to take the lead and not hide and squash it down, areas of your life, all areas of your life, especially the ones right now that you might not be completely happy with, will take on a whole new meaning. And in terms of today's video being the best way to practice self-love is stopping any negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is the worst form of self-harm that there is, and we are all guilty of it. And the reason I can say that, and I can say that with confidence, is because I myself self-harmed. Years and years ago, I used to cut myself. I've attempted suicide. So I know for a fact that when it comes to negative self-talk, if I hadn't have been thinking all those things that I did when I was younger, saying, you know, I hate myself, I hate my life, I'm not good enough, nobody loves me, my life is hopeless, you know, I can't cope, I feel like giving up, I've got nothing to live for. If I hadn't have been having all of those self-sabotaging thoughts, I would never have ever have considered picking up a knife or taking an overdose. And thinking about that now, it does upset me, you know, it brings tears to my eyes, because I can see now how my own self-talk, the conversation that was going on in my head, affected me so much and created those situations where I felt like I had no choice but to make those decisions. Now, of course, that's an extreme example, but bringing it back to people in general on a daily basis, you, me, friends, family, colleagues, we all are guilty of negative self-talk. And the quickest way to tell whether or not you are having a negative conversation with yourself is by tuning into the way you feel. If you're feeling bad and you're feeling like, oh, you know, I'm having a shit day, you know, my colleagues aren't being very supportive, or I've just had an argument with my partner, start monitoring the kind of story that you're telling yourself in your head. In what way are you disempowering yourself? Because I can guarantee that when you stop to actually think about why you're feeling bad, there is some thought process in your head that is running, that is saying, fundamentally, you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. Something that is an insult, really. And the expression that you might have heard is, we're our own worst critic. That is so true, because we judge ourselves in a way that we don't judge other people. Think about it. All the things that you say about yourself, even just, naturally, where you think, oh, well, that's not really putting myself down. Things like, oh, I'm stupid, or why did I say that? Or, little forms of criticism that you go through, and you might think without even realizing what you're saying to yourself. If somebody else was to walk in the room and you were to say all the things that you say to yourself on a daily basis about how you can't do this and you can't do that, you would never ever say that to another person who walked in the room. Think about when you look in the mirror. Women are the worst for it. When we look in the mirror, we say things like, oh, look at my hair, my bum looks big in this, I've got bags under my eyes, I've got a spot on my face. You'd never throw those kind of insults at someone, another person, a friend, or even a stranger. It just wouldn't occur to you, but we talk to ourselves like that all the time, and then we wonder why we feel bad, because we bully ourselves. We have a bully in our head that is constantly berating us and saying, why did you do that? You should have done this instead. Why did you say that? God, you're so stupid. You can't apply for that promotion. Oh, they're probably talking about you over there because, you look stupid in that top, or, whatever it is. There's always something that we are constantly having a go at ourselves about and beating ourselves up over. So the best way to practice self-love is my most favourite tip, and something that you can start applying straight away as of right now, is on a daily basis, when you wake up in the morning, start by looking at yourself in the mirror, and whatever thought right now that you've got that is quite persistent, that you find yourself saying quite a lot, it could be anything from I'm fat or I'm ugly to I'm stupid. Like I said, allow your emotions to guide you. When you're feeling down, start being mindful about the thoughts you're thinking in relation to a certain situation or a certain area of your life. Allow those things to guide you, and then see that thought almost as like an object that you can pick up and you can say, right, I don't want you anymore. You are disempowering to me and you no longer serve me. So I'm going to take you and I'm going to throw you away, and I'm going to replace you with something that's positive. At the beginning of your day in the morning, take a few minutes to look in the mirror and say to yourself the complete opposite of that negative statement that you have a habit of saying right now. If your physical appearance is an issue for you, and it is weight or something like that, and you're not happy with your own self-image on a physical level, start looking in the mirror and looking for things that you do actually appreciate about yourself. It could be the colour of your eyes, it could be the colour of your hair, just something, anything. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're stupid, think of ways in which you're not stupid. At work, what are you really good at? What are you talented at? What do you constantly get complimented on? Think of all these little things, and recent events as well, where you've done something and you're really proud of that, and start going through this in your head and looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, I am a good friend, I am a good employee, I am good at customer service, I'm a great people's person, I'm funny, I'm kind, I'm honest, I'm loyal. Really start to compliment yourself more, because that's not egotistical, that's not being conceited, that's about appreciating who you are as a person. And as I said, that is the foundation for every single area of your life, and what part of you you're allowing to take the lead? Is it a disempowering, negative part of you that is going to be really unconfident and really insecure and fearful? Or is it going to be a part of you that actually, yeah, you're a bit nervous, and yeah, you don't know everything, and okay, you might make mistakes, but you know what, you're human, so that's fine, because there's so many great qualities about you, and you have so many strengths already that can prove just how worthy you are and just how capable you are, like anyone else. Because there's no reason why you can't live the best life possible. And the only way you are able to do that starting today is by being your own best friend, being your own biggest cheerleader, and saying, I can do this. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am worthy of love and respect, and I do deserve joy, and I do deserve happiness. And if I'm wanting to have a loving relationship, I can have that. Other people can have that, so why can't I? If I want to apply for that promotion at work, hey, I got my job that I'm in right now because I am clever, I am intelligent, I have work experience, and I am capable of going above and beyond and moving forward and making progress. Because when you start thinking like that and you start giving yourself those pep talks, the way you start to present and conduct yourself, it changes everything. The way we think and feel about ourselves determines the way we act, the way we behave, our reactions towards others, and ultimately the choices that we're making in life and the results that we're getting. 100%. It all starts in here. And if you can't love yourself wholeheartedly, then how can you expect anyone else to? The way you see yourself impacts on the way others see you. So whatever thoughts that you've got going on right now that are not serving you, just start with one at a time and turn it on its head. And I can guarantee that you'll start to feel big shifts very quickly. So I hope that's helped. If you found today's video helpful, then please give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe to my channel for updates and new videos that I will be bringing out on a weekly basis. I do also have a free gift called 21 Days to True Love, which will help you create love in your life on every single level. So please see the link below the video for that to access straight away. And you can also find more links about working with me on a one-to-one basis, my coaching programs, and other social media platforms. Thank you very much. Take care, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.